I got to tell you, I'm excited for this next one because Big Time Savion has got his work cut out for him tonight as he goes one-on-one with the Butcher. That's coming up here in just moments. And man, I gotta say a little prayer for Savion tonight. I got to tell you.
Hope he packed a lunch because the Butcher, we've seen the evolution if you watch him on AEW.
Yeah.
The physical condition he's in, the intensity in his eyes. It's better year after year, and Butcher's going to look to make a statement tonight.
Absolutely. Let's shoot it back over to David Pinzer.
Legendary referee Joe Kopen.
Yeah. Talk about legends in the house. Jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest set for one fall. Introducing first, the CEO of Big Time Enterprises, Big Time Savion.
Well, certainly Big Time Enterprises.
Hey, he just goes by Big Time now. I didn't have that in my notes.
Has a lot of money tied up in the finer things in life, whether it be those designer sunglasses, whether it be the custom company's got, whether it's the security detail as well. Big Time Savion is somebody who certainly does not spare any expenses.
What would you know about designer glasses?
Well, not much from a distance, I'll tell you that.
Well, listen, I can't take anything away from Big Time Savion. You know, he wrestled in the UK and France, capturing international attention for challenging for the Immortal World Heavyweight Championship in France. I mean, this guy's out here doing big things, but you want to talk about big? My God, he's facing the Butcher tonight, for God's sakes.
Yeah, but if you ask Savion, he might as well tell you he feels 7 or 8 feet tall. He feels 300 pounds of pure muscle.
All right, well, I'm not disputing that at all.
And his opponent, from Buffalo, New York, the Butcher!
My God. How would you like to run into that in a dark alley?
How'd you like to be on the other side of that monocle with the Butcher eyeing you down, looking for a fight? One half of the Butcher and the Blade tag team that started very regionally in Buffalo, but expanded throughout the world. And certainly they have been very frequently hired heavies in All Elite Wrestling.
Absolutely.
For some of the top stars. And there you see that power walk to get Butcher motivated, get him in the zone.
I had a chance to talk to the Butcher earlier today. He said that he is in the best shape of his life, and he is ready for more action, whether it be in AEW, whether it be here at Squared Circle Expo, and he's going to get it tonight as he goes one-on-one with Big Time Savion. But right now, Big Time is currently walking around the ring with his, what is that? Who are those guys? Bodyguard? Protege?
Entourage, heavies.
I'll go with flunkies.
Security detail, I don't really know.
And matching ties, really?
I think they may just be a couple of guys paid to make some problems disappear, if you know what I mean.
Well, hey, that's potential.
Well, when I think of the Butcher, I think of, Every Time I Die, I think about his music career as well. I think Savion may feel like he's going to die 1,000 deaths if he's not careful in this matchup because the Butcher is absolutely relentless.
Well, the bell has sounded, and obviously Big Time Savion doing the smart thing, bide his time at this point. He knows that he doesn't want to rush in at the Butcher because it's not going to end well for him.
The smart thing would be to not lose eye contact with the Butcher because that may be the last thing you do.
I would think that Big Time would want to get into the Butcher's head. He would want to play mind games. He would want to try to psych him out. Physically going toe-to-toe, I don't know if that's the smartest thing for Big Time Savion.
No, if Big Time tries to make this a power game, he's going to lose.
Well, the crowd's chanting here tonight, but I can't repeat what they're saying. That even though we're on YouTube, we can get a strike.
Yeah, I thank you for having that decorum to resist it. But we'll see. It's Big Time's chance to prove him wrong.
Here we go. Well,
Butcher just pushing off effortlessly. And, you speak about Butcher being in the best shape of his career. And
listen to the chant for the Butcher now, man.
it's clear to see the work Butcher's put in on his physique, and even though he's leaned out, he's lost some of that bad weight, he has not lost a bit of power with him.
Oh no, not at all. And that's really good. It's the mind game over the power game in this one. You know, the Butcher is just all, and listen, that's all dude right there. You know, he can ground and pound, you know, but he can also fly if he needs to. That's the thing about the Butcher. You never know what he's capable of next. He's very agile in the ring. Forces Savion back into the corner there. Oh, good Lord.
A blistering knife-edge chop sent Savion to the other corner like he was shot out of a cannon. And to your point, Butcher with one single, here's another.
Man.
2 single strikes gets more mileage than most people might with a dozen.
You ever taken a chop to the chest before, Dombrowski?
Not from somebody that size, I'll guarantee you that. That's heart-stopping.
I've done that. I've had it done to me one time, and I thought I was going to have to be in palliative care for 6 months. It's brutal.
Oh, to the eyes.
See? Well, you know, I mean, listen. When you're fighting a guy like the Butcher, normally I would say that's unprofessional, it's uncouth, it's unsportsmanlike, but sometimes you got to just kind of pull a couple of punches or a poke to the eye, you know?
So what you're saying is you're allowed to cheat if the guy's larger than you.
Well, it's either you cheat or you die. Oh! Yeah. Or you wind up like that.
Could be both. Who knows? But I don't know if Savion's going to make any headway. Anger at Butcher, and that's straight up power. It is so hard to elevate somebody with that lower center of gravity, but Butcher just made it look like another day at the park.
Yeah, absolutely effortless. And now, well, that's nice. You got an entourage, but they're all running. Well, what the hell good are they?
Maybe the check didn't clear yet. I'm not sure.
Maybe not.
But, I mean, to be fair, I'd run too from the Butcher, but I think they're here to take those bullets. And
oh, man. I was going to say, if you're standing here, sitting here telling me you wouldn't poke a man in the eye when you saw somebody that big, I'd do anything. I'd pick up a chair. I'd do anything I could to try to get away.
Well, I wouldn't sign for the match. There's a reason I'm out here with you.
Well, that's true.
Well,
thanks for coming.
Now the gentleman in the fedora pushed his counterpart in the way and just ran across the ring. And that distraction was enough for Big Time to send Butcher. We can hear that clunk out here at ringside of Butcher's anatomy hitting that corner post, which, by the way, does have edges on it. It's not rounded.
No, yeah, I've noticed that.
And that corner just wedged against your skin or into your eye or into the right muscle could do some serious damage.
Well, all it took was a little bit of that distraction, as you said, and the tables have turned now. And Big Time Savion, but he's doing too much jaw-jacking with the crowd here tonight, Joe. I mean, he's got to get focused. Hey, look, he's saying he's victorious already. I'm like, what have you really proven in here so far tonight?
Well, he's proven that he can be resourceful. He's proven that 3 is more than 1.
Well,
I'll give him that much.
Yeah.
Butcher in a bad way.
Well, the referee obviously admonishing Big Time Savion. And now, look, out there on the outside, your friend in the fedora, the gentleman, I think is what you called him.
I use that term very loosely.
Well.
Yes. But Joe Kopaz is the best zebra in this part of the country. He has presided over every legend and top prospect and rookie and everywhere in between that's come through this and the surrounding areas for some 25 plus years.
Don't let Daniel Spencer hear you say that. He'll hold up my money.
Jason Ayers will be half hot too. That's a whole other story.
Savion, though, in full control right now. He's got that knee in the small of the back, working over the back, wrenching back on the neck of the Butcher here.
This is smart because you want to keep Butcher at bay. If he's on the canvas, he can't utilize that power, but as Butcher turns inward, that alleviates the pressure on the carotid artery.
Yeah, I think Savion had the right idea, trying to keep the big man grounded and keep him off his feet. If you take the legs out from him, you've got a fighting chance at least. Oh, man, look at that. Nice enziguri.
Jump up style, but Butcher's so huge and thick that Savion, I think, hit more shoulder than back of the head, but that power slam scored. Here we go. Quebrada nicely done.
Butcher in trouble. Man!
Savion did a great job of stringing 2, 3, 4 offensive maneuvers together.
Yeah.
Caught Butcher off guard, but AJ, what stood out to me the most was the luster behind that kick out.
Yeah, Butcher is not down and out for the count yet, and of course now, Big Time Savion tosses the Butcher to the outside here.
Wait a minute.
What the hell is that? We're in the middle of a match here. What are these two idiots doing?
Fanning Savion off, and
It's a boxing match. He's sitting in the corner having a sip of whatever's in that cup.
yeah, there's no timeouts
Are you
here.
kidding me? Well, meanwhile, he's giving the Butcher valuable time to recuperate here. This is the most idiotic thing I think I've ever seen. You had the man down, you had him in jeopardy, and now you're going to take a break because you're tired?
Last thing you want is a re-energized, rejuvenated Butcher.
Absolutely. Oh, case in point.
Back suplex changes the mood in the air as Butcher scores big, but is it enough for him to recover fully?
What a major mistake on Big Time Savion's part there to take that breather. He had him. He had the Butcher injured. He had him down, and he let him get his wind back. He let him recoup.
Oh, what a series of elbows. Butcher, when he gets rolling, like a runaway freight train, there's no stopping him. And there they go.
Man.
Practically through Big Time.
And Big Time Savion is not a small dude, Joe.
Not at all. You wouldn't know it standing next to Butcher.
Right?
Oh, nice drop step into that half Nelson backbreaker. Jackhammer style. Will this be enough? Hooks the leg out of near fall.
Thought that was it there, man. I thought the Butcher had him.
Well,
This is where the Butcher is more dangerous, Joe.
wait a minute.
Are you kidding me again with these idiots?
Oh, that goof has the ankle of Butcher. He already felt the wrath of Butcher once before.
Oh!
And again, the diversion. That may have just kept this matchup alive for Big Time Savion.
Oh, that's good. Is it it?
Took him sky high, but only got a 2 count. You can see the impact of some of this offense by Butcher. That combo he strung together, the backbreaker, the jackhammer, and we were about half a second away.
man.
This thing being done.
And again, Savion jaw-jacking the crowd. Here goes for that springboard. Misses every bit of that, though. Oh, good night.
And Butcher put every pound of his weight in that lariat, and he beats him.
Here is your winner, the Butcher!
Well, anybody that's been sleeping on the Butcher, anybody that has forgotten the path of destruction he can forge, got an up-close and person look here tonight at Squared Circle Expo. Butcher's better than he's ever been.
You might as well call that a 3 against 1 because that's kind of what it was for a good portion of this match tonight. No denying that the Butcher took on 3 dudes and still came out on top.
Check this
Tremendous.
out. Butcher puts all of his weight forward through Savion, sends him for a loop. Only thing left to do
Look
here.
at that. Beautiful.
Count the 3.
Yeah, man. Referee Joe Kopaz right there with the 3 count. What a great win tonight here at Squared Circle Expo for the Butcher. Savion with that cup, yeah. Take that cup on home, buddy. That's the only thing you're getting out of this show tonight.
I think he's going to be consuming everything he eats through a straw for a couple of weeks after what Butcher just did to him.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we have so much action still to go tonight. That big main event still to come. But we're going to take a moment here to take a quick break and hear from our sponsor. Stick around. More Squared Circle coming up.